Okay guys, so it's 2 days after Comic Con and I thought I'd film a vlog today because I'm not at work. And plus, yeah, so I thought I might as well film a vlog. There's another vlog, gonna be another vlog after this because I've got Derby Comic Con as well. So it's like all the Comic Cons like punched together, all these two. Anyway, today I'm going to be off to Asda because, so it's a Monday. I was thinking about going to gym. I thought I better not, just because I was trying kind of like restart my body and bring my adrenaline down after running 2 days on energy drinks, which is not good for my health. So today I was at the Asda, Iceland or Tesco, but I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna nip up to Asda. So I'm gonna just pick up some food. I only need a few things, but technically I don't. But because I've got other stuff in there, but because I fancy like a change this week, I get paid on Friday anyway, so I don't need to get too much. But what I fancy for my lunch today is a rustler burger. So yeah, I want to pick up one of those, and yeah, I've got some stuff I want to try out that's on the that app I did a review of. I can't think of the top of my head and see if they've got it. Can I just say, I'm starting to begin. Iron Brew Extra does not exist. It does not exist. It's on the app, but I'm telling you now, it does not exist. I've never seen it around ever. So there's that some of the stuff on the app, you question whether it does actually exist because I've never seen them whatsoever. So this is what I picked up. It was only a few things. I find it really hard to find stuff that I'm interested in Asda. But as I said, I really wanted Rustlers. I could have gone to One Stop because it might have been slightly cheaper, but I wanted to kind of look around to see if I could pick some stuff up. These two I got an offer. It was 54p and this was 90p. This one I just stick straight in the freezer. Just because it is meat that they can just go a little bit stale. And I found a product to try out, which is rice pudding. I've not had rice pudding in like years, but they do now pots, which is really handy because usually they're like in cans and stuff, and they're only 118 calories per pot. So yeah, I think I get like, is it like half price? Let me just check. Shop. I can't even say the word. Shopemium or whatever. Shopemium. So I'll get 50p off. So yeah, it's not something that I'll buy on a regular basis, to be fair. I did a whole review on the app where I said you'd just be buying things you would never buy anyway. It's kind of a way of promoting brands and getting you to spend money that you don't really need to spend, if that makes any sense. But yeah. At some point, I want to make some of these into pendant necklaces, maybe beaded or chains, you know, like, what do you call it? What's that sort of, you know, I don't even know what you call them now. Something tags, but you know, the kind of like really close, like the ball kind of bracelets, necklaces. Maybe use that sort of chain. You probably have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, but I'm trying to explain. It's not coming out right. But yeah, just because there's quite a few here, and with lack of a room and not sure where to display them and stuff. So yeah. I forgot to mention in my previous vlog, the con vlog, was talking about the vendors. There was actually there was some decent quality vendors compared to MCon. I think MCon, I didn't really like that because that Comic Con as such, mainly because it was aimed at kids. anyway, but a lot of the stuff that we're selling were kind of tack. But this con, there's no issues with the stores, really good quality. Obviously, it depending on kind of like what you're into and stuff. Just because I didn't get that much, but either way, what I saw was like good quality and stuff. Whereas like MCon, it's kind of a load of like, they did have a few stores that sold like figures and toys, but it was like decent figures and toys. It wasn't just like a garage sale, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I forgot to mention some good quality stores and really creative items and stuff like that. I cannot draw for shit, so so have any of you guys heard Fallen Reverse's cover of Last Resort? Oh my god, that song is beautiful. Like, I don't even know. That's how I would literally sum up that song. I would sum up that song as just beautiful. It's this cinematic sound, but so much emotion into the song as well. I mean, that song nearly got me crying. Like, oh my god, it's so freaking good. If you've not heard it, you seriously need to hear it. Like, that is a good example of how to cover a song. Like, that is one of the top tier cover songs I have heard, especially in a while, in a long time. I'm going to be filming another creepypasta later on. It's one which I came up with when I was in Manchester. Sometimes I do this anyway, so it's kind of like based on The Shining, and you know the word red rum backwards murder. And I was just, because my room was all seamed up. This was like the I want to say, yeah, this was a Sunday morning. Anyway, so I read red rum, so put red rum in this steamed mirror and I was like, oh my god, creepypasta moment, creepypasta moment, creepypasta moment. So I tried to take the picture with it saying red rum, but you couldn't really see it because lighting and stuff, and I was taking a photo on my phone. But yeah, so sometimes ideas just pop into my head like straight away. Like, bearing in mind I've been doing this sometimes anyway on the mirrors, but I was like, OMG, creepypasta moment. So I'm filming that later when it's a little bit more darker. I picked this up in a shop in Manchester. I can't remember what it's called. Not like I know how to pronounce it or anything, but they sell loads of like kawaii stuff. I picked this and some other thing that I've always wanted to try, which was like they're like peanut crisps. I can't remember what they're called now. Really nice. Anyway, so I picked this one up because it looks cute. I have no idea what Kenji Land is, so I searched up, and basically it's a mix of Japanese culture and European culture, or maybe British in particular. And it's basically this like online game where you kind of have an avatar, you dress them up, is that sort of thing. So yeah, I've not actually checked out the game, but yeah, I thought I picked it up, so I might as well find out what on earth Kenji Land is. But do you not think it's cute? But I believe this is a character from it, but it's called Luna. I have no idea what to keychain, what to hang this off yet, but it's just cute. That's why I kind of picked it up. Immune system today has decided to crash, but basically, if I don't have enough sleep, my immune system goes, yeah, we're not working today, and then I end up getting the sniffles, and usually it's like a temporary thing, and it will disappear the next day. What probably didn't help either, the fact of my costume as well, and later on the card of me shivering because I got ended up getting cold because unfortunately I had to drink something, but the drink made me cold, and then the door and the exit door's cold. I ain't complaining. I ain't complaining. After last year, I'd rather be cold than boiling hot and feel like I would pass out. But anyway, but yeah, my immune system, because literally over the past 2 days, over those past 2 days, I was literally running on energy drinks. On the way back here, I had a coffee before I left the hotel, then I had another coffee when I was in Birmingham to switch trains, and then that just didn't help whatsoever. I just felt like I'd been run over multiple times. I don't know. Me exaggerating, obviously, because I've never been run over before. But yeah, usually if I lack in sleep, my immune system goes zooms. You can't see my finger, but it zooms right down, like literally right down. But then it recovers the next day, so that's kind of hence why I didn't bother going to the gym today, so I could like fully recover anyway and get some decent amount of sleep. Decent amount of sleep for me anyway. This book has literally been on my TBR list for more than a year. I finally got round to reading it, and OMG, I don't know why I left it so long. This is such a good book. Like, I'm more than halfway through, but yeah, it's a really good book. It's a very Disturbia. Yeah, Disturbia look. It's funny because people are like trying to compare this to the real world. That's what's going on now. And it's like it's nowhere near, mate. It's nowhere near. But other than that, it's actually a really good story. I'm not gonna mention the plot here just because I will be doing a review once I finish it. But if you are interested, then I definitely recommend that you give this a read. I know he's done another book. I can't remember what it's called now. That one, I'm not so interested in it, but that one's supposed to be good as well. I can't remember what that one's called now. But yeah, this is the book that I am currently reading, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. These are so nice. These are from Costa. They're duck bayo buns, and basically put them in little like paper envelopes and like literally just take a minute to cook in the microwave. But yeah, they're like dumplings, but not like dumplings, if that makes any sense. But it's the same sort of like concept, sort of, but totally different. Basically, the the wrapped in pastry. Even though this dress is like no longer white, it might be looking really white on camera. It's more of like a chewing gum white colour. I still really like it. That's why I've kept it. I've had it for ages. Like I remember getting it on the sale in a Boxing Day sale from New Look, and it was quite a few years ago, but I just really like it, especially around Halloween time.